to this edition of my updates. This time we're going to be talking about going on holiday with your baby. We have been away for 1 weekend to a wedding, but this is our first family holiday together. And we've come to Devon to stay at David's parents' holiday home. We're very, very lucky to be staying here in beautiful Teignmouth. So yeah, let's begin, shall we? Obviously this is Seraphina. She's got a little bit older. I call her Bug, so if you're wondering why I suddenly started calling her Bug or Buggles, that's a nickname we've got for her. Yeah, so going on holiday with your baby. First of all, I think it's a living example. I've got wet hair. Why? Because I've remembered everything for this little one, and you forget things, essentials for yourself. I'm lucky I've got clean underwear is what I'm saying. But you know, it's one of those things, as long as we've got everything for her. So I have some tips for going away now that we're coming to the end of our holiday. And so, do you have some tips too? Okay, Effie might have a few words to say as well on the matter. She's still sleepy. So first of all, I'd say with the packing, you've got to be really planful. Go through everything you do in a day, write it down and write the things you need for that. And also then to remember stuff like their medicine and stuff if they also need it. In terms of getting things ordered, your best friend is deliveries. I cannot express enough. We went to Ocado, they were really friendly. They brought everything up to the door for us. They were super great. In terms of, you don't want to carry nappies, you don't want to carry things like all her washing stuff, like her detergents and stuff, because we're lucky enough to have a washing machine here. And just all the essentials really, nappy, wet wipes and things that you're going to need lots of. I would say bring them. I would just say order them. We're not staying in a hotel, so we also ordered lots of food, which you don't want to have to go shopping when you first arrive. You know, for the cost of, if you don't usually do orders, for the cost of £2, £2.99, whatever it is, to get it delivered, just get it delivered. I can't. It saves so much hassle and so much stress. They arrived an hour after we did. I made it 2 hours because we were actually late for our train. So I thought something like that may happen because, you know, you've got to make contingencies. Yeah, we got everything delivered and it was great. I managed to cook dinner that evening and Effie had everything she needed. Now, in terms of the things that she needed, there's some stuff which I didn't really think about, which I'm glad a friend reminded me of. Her blackout blinds, so we've got a Grow blackout blind, baby bath. Now, David's sister lives locally to here and she was so kind. She got us lots of things and borrowed things for us, including, we've got a Pure Flow, so it's like a sleepy head for Effie sleeping because she's got one at home, and a travel cot. But when we travelled last time, with her, the hotel had a travel cot for us, which was great. And in terms of the sleepy head, we actually bought one with us, but we took it out of its packaging and then squished it up in one of those vacuum pack bags, and then folded up the lining, which really helped save space. I would also say, in terms of saving space, I would use, yes, darling, yes. In terms of saving space, I would also suggest that you get a travel sterilizer, and you put the baby in the sling if you're like us and you have to go by train. Put the baby in a sling and use the pram as basically a trolley. So what we did is we piled so much stuff on the trolley and it really, really worked very well. I'll take you through, so I'll walk you through how we set up her bedroom. So we're going for a walk, Buggles. Okay, so we're having a lovely holiday. Wish the weather was a tiny bit better, but you know. So yes, this is the lovely room that we are in. So this is the bedroom David and I are lucky enough to be staying in. Effie actually isn't currently with us. We'll do another video on that. Basically, it was too hot in our room at home, so she went into her own room a couple of weeks ago. Okay, so if we go through to the bathroom, we'll see what we've got for Effie in here. I remembered her nasal aspirator, her thermometer, her hay fever stuff. My mum got it, I don't know where from, some Cowpel, and some snuffle things. She had a cold before we left. There'll be in my other video on the regression, but I will do shortly. But yes, there's an update. That's what we bought for her in terms of toiletries. Okay, so now if we go through, Effie is actually now in her own room. The reason is our room at home gets ridiculously hot, so Effie actually couldn't be in with us because it was 27 degrees, and no matter what we did, we're in an attic room, it just wouldn't cool down. So this is the room that Effie's in. We didn't want to change it too much compared to what she has at home, so we've put her in here. First of all, we've got the baby bath that we bought, that David's sister bought for us. We remembered to bring with us the thermometer. We use this one, so we've got this thermometer with us, and we also remembered to bring the grow egg, just to ensure that the temperature's right. This is her travel cot that was kindly provided for us by David's sister, or Effie's aunt. And there's the sleepy head and Effie's grow bag, and this is an essential just so that she has the same so when she's at home. Cannot live without it. And of course Effie's baby monitor, so we can make sure she's okay while she sleeps. If we go through to the kitchen, we actually had a friend lend us a steriliser, so which is currently in the microwave. So the steriliser's in there. You can get travel sterilisers, which are really, really helpful. If David's sister hadn't kindly got things for us, we would probably have bought one. So this is really helpful for us. Yeah, so that's the kitchen, and Effie is no longer breastfed. She is now on formula. So who would want to carry that amount of formula? Not me. So we are lucky enough to have had that delivered. Again, great thing to get delivered. This is Effie's pram, which is currently piled up. I put Effie in there for her morning nap. It's only half an hour. It just helps when I'm getting ready in the morning. And then we've got a bumbo for her, which she absolutely adores. She prefers it actually. We've got the Mamas and Papas one at home, and this is a tiny bit more snug, and she seems to prefer it in there. Which is really interesting to know. I think she might grow out of it soon though, so we're not going to buy one. These are the stunning views, which Effie cannot appreciate yet, but Mummy and Daddy do. So yeah, that's our dining table in the evenings. Yeah, and then what I would recommend is we kind of have a pile, so it was a little box, but just a pile for all the baby stuff, just because it really helps having stuff in one place, so you can throw it in one place. So when you're like, oh, where's this? Because we're not at home, you just go, oh, it's in the box. I also have got these, which are really, really, really great, and I will put a link to them in the description. They're really great, so I thoroughly recommend those. If we go through here, we also remembered to get, which is for us essential, we also remembered to get the baby detergent because we have a washing machine. And Effie's decided she's going through a positing phase, so lots and lots of washing to be had. So yeah, in terms of the day-to-day, I would say try and stick with your routine as much as possible. I'm assuming by now you've either had going through or are about to have the regressions, so you'll understand how important having a routine is for your baby's sleep. We've been lucky enough to have Effie sleeping through from about 2 months, and when I say sleeping through, I do mean sleeping through. I mean 7 till 7. She hit the regression. I felt very hard because we've been so blessed with her sleeping, and since then I have noticed that she does wake up in the night. She only last night actually I noticed she was up at 4, only because I had woken up and I saw on the monitor that she was kicking her little legs around. She self-soothed back to sleep. In terms of regression, I will talk about it in another video, but for me, I think it's mainly about the baby being able to self-soothe, and I don't believe in the cry it out method. Maybe if I was further down the line and Effie hadn't slept, I would be, but we're very, 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 very lucky to have the baby we have, and I do appreciate that. Sorry, I will talk about that in another video. Yeah, so in terms of that, I'd say stick to the routine as much as possible, where possible. On the first day, we weren't able to do so, and it did cause a very fractious bedtime, which took us about 2 hours to get her down, which is unheard of. Usually it's 20 minutes max. Yeah, so I would say stick to that. Sorry if you can hear snuffling in the background, it's actually Seraphina, she's having a bottle. And also try and get her out, like make sure you go out and do family things, enjoy the time. We kept on timing it so that Effie was having her long lunchtime nap, her 2-hour lunch nap, whilst we were out, and we were like, this doesn't make much sense. She's not really experiencing much, so we kind of now, we'll go out in the morning and then we'll go out again in the afternoon, so that she gets to see the town. I know she won't remember it, but it's good for her to get the light, the fresh air. Again, sleep training, as you know, like knowing the difference between night and day is very, very important. So yeah, and we're having a really lovely time. Enjoy it, enjoy their company. That's what I would say has been really important to me. And oh God, she's growing up so quickly. Initially, you're like, this can't happen quick enough. I'm not a baby person. I know I'm not a baby person. And I love little children, like running around, playing with them, games, interacting with them. But she's changing every day, and it's so quick. A year goes in the blink of an eye for us. For them, they'll be like a completely different person by that time. So I'm just really trying to enjoy the time we've got now and enjoy her, because she's great. It's like having a little best buddy. And yeah, the holidays so far has been wonderful. Yeah, so stick to routines, be really planful. Make sure that you've got the sleep environment as similar as possible to what they have at home. Again, the routines, like we've got white noise, completely pitch black curtains, we've got sleepy head, those types of things help her sleep. So they're very important to stick to as well. And enjoy yourself, enjoy wherever you happen to be going on holiday. We're having a really great time, and if you have any questions, do feel free to ask, and I will do my best to answer them. Thanks so much now, take care, bye.